Guess what we made, everybody? We've made a Heather 2.0. Those of you that have been following, Heather is our magnificent Argentavis. And now we have Heather 2.0, who's got this amazing new mutation on her. So we've got it's actually a female now, actually named Heather. So every time we get an iteration of a new mutated Argentavis, we'll just rename it Heather. I feel like that's fair after the other stream. So we've got two color stacks on here. We've got the magenta and then these golden wings, which looks just really, really nice. So we still got 3 other color zones we need to get, and we'll work on that throughout all the episodes. Basically what I'm doing is throughout all the episodes and streams, we'll drop some RG eggs and we'll try and get mutations. We'll be doing that with all the dinos throughout, but really I'm just trying to get a fully mutated RG at the moment. So Heather 1.0 is up there getting retired, but we need to actually make our kibble farm this time. Oh, the nice thing about Heather 2.0 is she's fully imprinted. So we got super lucky, got a bunch of cuddles and walks, and we were able to get it fully imprinted. So our stats on her are amazing. I actually hatched some more RGs and was able to level it up just a little bit. I think we got like 20 levels or something, 21 levels maybe or something like that. How many would we have gotten? Less than 20. It's like 18 levels or something like that. But anyways, so we've got 5,489 health, 3,399 stamina, and then I boosted stamina already, but we've got just naturally for the weight 1,267, which is amazing, and then 638.6 melee damage, which is also not boosted. So our RG is getting pretty freaking amazing. It's going to be nice. When I finally get these fully grown, I'm going to be selling them to the Gaming Evolved guys, because I don't think they're going to have... what are you looking at, Home Skillet? Don't look at me like that. It's sketching me out, terrorist chicken. But anyways... We've got a bunch of female dinos. We need to get their male counterparts, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We need to start setting up our kibble farm, which we started making the base of this in the stream today. So I'm going to see if we can get this done, because I want it set up by next stream so that when we tame up stuff, we can put it into our kibble farm and not have to worry about it. Now, I'm not sure why I'm in here, because I'm not using this little shack anymore. We've got a beautiful house to live in. At some point, I want to paint all of this as well. But I'm just going to get set up to build this. I'm going to gather all the things that I need and kind of start thinking it over, how I want this to be. Because I want it to be a tower, so we could just walk through the tower and claim all the eggs that we need. So I think it's going to be really cool. And I'm going to try and do it in such a way that you guys can replicate it easy just by watching the video. So I hope you guys all enjoy it, and we'll be back. Okay, so I've been working on this, and I think I've got a good setup for how we're going to build this tower. Now, what I've done is I've left this 2-wide opening, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here shortly. I'm going to leave these open, but when we actually finish, we're going to close up the front here so that people can't get in. But when we need to load up the dinos, some of them, like the Pulmonoscorpius, can't go through a 1-wide opening. So we had to have a 2-wide opening to be able to load some dinos into here. But for the first level, we basically are just going to put all of our dinos in here. And then we're going to go up to the second level. And I think pretty much the first 2 levels are going to be for dinos that can't go in between one layer, or in between like one opening. And then the second levels will be for anything smaller that can actually fit through those openings, like raptors, terror birds, and stuff like that. So like Ankylo and Pulmonoscorpius are going to stay on the first 2 levels, and then as we go up, it's just going to get a little bit smaller so we can fit more of the smaller dinos in there as well. So we're going to put, I think we're going to put Pulmonoscorpius over there. Oops, I didn't get all my ramps. Whoops. Anyways, we're using the ramps so that the eggs theoretically will fall down the ramp and make it a little bit easier to grab. It's not always the case, but, you know, like at least 7 times out of 10, they'll kind of roll down the ramp and make it a little bit easier for you. We're going to put our Ankies over here. So we've got our 1 male. We still need to tame up a couple females, but once we get them on where they're going to be in the ramp, then we can go ahead and grab a wall. I'll grab a couple walls here. So we'll grab like this many walls. Now we need some doorways as well. Ooh, there is 2 ramps in there. Grab those ramps. And we just need a couple doorways, and I'll show you how they're just going to stay. Now, these are basically all of our dinos that we're not going to be using for breeding or for anything, really. So we're pretty much just locking them in there for eternity, which is kind of sad, but, you know, 'tis the way in Ark, unfortunately. And then what else do I want? I'm going to need some ceilings here in a minute, so let's go ahead and grab some ceilings. And now we should be good to go. All right, so yeah. I am dehydrated. It's so sad. Such a sad day. But basically, we're just going to go ahead and wall this guy in now. And yeah, see how the poop rolled down the hill? That's what we want the eggs to do eventually. The eggs will do exactly the same thing. So we're going to put a doorway here, and then a wall up here, and we're just going to leave them there. And we're going to do that with all the females. We use the doorway so that we can actually get in and claim the eggs. Now, it's going to be really easy if you have a whip as well, because then you can just whip the eggs out, and it just makes life super easy. But we do actually have whips on this particular server, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. And those of you that can transfer stuff from Scorched Earth, you have the same thing, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, we're just going to leave them here. And they don't wander or anything, because we're not leaving them on wander. It's pretty awesome. The eggs will just pop out, and we'll be able to just run through everything and claim them. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the rest of all of our stuff, and we'll build the second level. And I'll show you just how everything is going to stack on top of each other. All right, so I've built a couple layers of this. Now I really kind of just need to make it pretty. It works perfectly. It's great. I've decided to actually put a dino gate in the front just to make it look a little bit better, and then we don't have to worry about taking anything out, which is just perfect. So let's go ahead and switch this to manual. I'll show you exactly how everything works as far as getting dinos up, and it's pretty amazing. We're also, once again, out of Wawa. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and get on a new Anki that we tamed up here just a little while ago. Oh, and we got a couple more levels on it. There we go. I don't know why I boosted health. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to get the blinking out. There we go. I was boosting movement speed on it, but it's still super slow. But anyways, if say we wanted to put this to the second level instead of the first level, we can easily do that. And we'll go up this way. And we have plenty of slots here. And we got to go all the way around. And we can do that if we want to put it over here, which is nice. We got plenty of slots for dinos on the first two levels. Plenty to get tons of eggs. It's super nice. And you can also probably put one or two in one of those slots if you want, if they're smaller dinos. Unfortunately, on the third level, I've decided to make it for smaller dinos only. Now, obviously, you could replicate exactly what we've done on the second level to be able to move these around. But as you can see, I wanted more slots for the smaller dinos. So I didn't... but basically, I got like 2 more or 3 more slots out of it. Actually, like 6 more slots, I think, is what I got out of it. So it was pretty good. But so we'll go ahead and get into the dimensions real quick. It's pretty straightforward. It's a really easy build. All you got to do is just use ramps. All you need is ramps, doors, windows, and that's it. And walls, obviously. We'll go ahead and put this female down here. Put him right next to this one. Oh, I was a little afraid of that we might not be able to walk him up the ramp with the ceilings there. I was kind of worried that would happen, and I didn't double check it. Oh no, interesting. So you might have to revise this, eh? It wasn't an issue before. I guess what we could do, because it's not going to actually blow anything up if we take a wall down here. So can we get it up there now? So we just got to take 2 walls out when we're actually placing things. This is usually why I just place the dinos beforehand, and then we should be fine here in a second. Uh-oh. Nope, something has gone massively awry. Stupid Ankies and their weird hitboxes. What is going on here? It's terrible. I completely forgot that you need too wide to actually be able to take it out or to put it down. So, anyways, I got everything fixed. It's working fine now. It's just I highly recommend getting your bigger dinos in first before you build the second level. It's just easier if you just build it as you go. But yeah, you're not going to have any issues with the Pulmonoscorpia. It's just the Ankies are just a little bit bigger. Hey, why are you turning like that, Home Skillet? You're supposed to be... I accidentally left it on fall. A little bit of a disaster, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it to turn. There we go. That's not good enough. We'll take the ceilings off of you and we'll turn you around again. Goodness gracious. Thankfully, the Ankies are really the only egg layer that we're going to be putting in here. That's kind of an issue. We do need a couple more Pulmonoscorpius and stuff, so I'm actually going to go ahead and go out and tame some of that stuff right meow. And there's a couple other smaller dinos that I need to get I need to get more females of the raptor, some more terror birds, probably some more dodos, listros, and stuff. We'll go ahead and pet this guy. There we go. Now Heather's got the boost. Our RG didn't get the boost earlier. Maybe it was just too far away. I'm not sure. But it's coming together nicely. I want to get a little painting for the front to advertise the egg laying spot, or, like, you know, like I guess the egg collecting area. It'll look good. I'm going to put some pillars up to decorate it a little bit, and I'll show you that we can easily get the raptors and everything up onto stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Super speedy. Gonzalez will get him to the 3rd level. Whoops. We got a little excited. But yeah, so you can get them up the ramps. It's just the Ankies that have a little bit of an issue. So at least I showed you the worst of the worst while we could. But it's definitely super easy. And obviously you can make it as wide or as tall as you want. If you don't want to have any issues with the larger dinos at the bottom, just make it 3 walls high at the bottom. I was just trying to conserve room and just make it as small as possible while being able to fit as much as possible in here. Thanks for pooping. You couldn't have just waited a couple seconds? But as you can see, we can get everything up in here. Super nice. It's just the Ankies. Now, I would recommend just making it 3 walls high if you don't want to worry about anything that I just had to deal with. But as far as the length and width, it is... We'll count the blocks together, shall we? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. And I believe it should be 8 long, 8 wide, or 8 long, however you want to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 long. So it's 6 by 8. Obviously, you can make it as large as you want, but this works. And I like the windows just to give the dinos a little bit of fresh air. So I don't feel so bad. All right, so I've made it look a little bit better. We also tamed up a couple other things. Now, I kind of forgot to mention, for a kibble farm, you don't really need to have the walls if you just want to use it as a kibble farm, but I'm also using this as a bit of a breeding tower already, and I completely forgot to explain that on why I was actually putting all of these walls up. So you can actually use this as a breeding tower as well for the dinos that can fit in here and that lay eggs. I wouldn't recommend this for anything that gestates, but the thing is, you'll be able to claim all the fertilized eggs as well this way. So that's why I did that. So it's doubling as a kibble farm / breeding area. So we got a couple more raptors. We got a couple terror birds. I actually just realized, do I have any more walls on me? Woo, that was close. All right. There we go. So we got a couple terror birds, couple raptors. All in all, pretty good. Obviously, this is going to increase drastically in the amount of dinos in here throughout time. But right now, that's all we got in there going on. I want to make a sign and stuff, but I don't have any paint, so I'll have to make an episode here soon of getting, like, the industrial cooker and getting a whole bunch of paint and stuff like that and start making kibble. That's definitely going to be something we need. But I'm going to turn this little area on the side into like a little petting area / dodo farm. So I'm just going to put some floors here and a couple railings just to fill this up. And then we can put our like listro and our dodos and stuff in here. Just our little small pets that we really don't need in the actual kibble tower itself. Now, do I have any ramps? Of course I don't have any ramps. Why would I have ramps? That would be way too easy if I had ramps. You know, the struggle is real. But yeah, we're doing pretty good, getting a lot of stuff done. I'm quite thoroughly enjoying my time here on vanilla. And I really want to hatch some more RG eggs so we can work towards getting that fully mutated RG. Let's just go ahead and take you up here. There we go. And we'll give you a good old little pet. Yeah, the cutest little thing ever. I'm just going to actually put railings up here since we don't have to demolish them with S+. I'll just railing it off when I'm not using it anymore. But it looks pretty good. I decorated with pillars. We got railings at the top, also with hitching posts at the top. I'm going to move all of our RGs on top of that, as well as any other flyer. I'll probably just keep them up there for now. With the ones that I'm actually using will be put onto the house, just so we don't overload the house with stuff. Let's see what we got. I should have a couple more eggs in here. I'm really hoping that I can get like a, maybe like the tail feather mutation. That would be nice. So it's the secondary body color as well as the tail feathers, as you can see that, all that color right there. That's the color zone I'm hoping for next. We'll see what we get. I just want to hatch a couple of these eggs while we're here and see what happens. Now, these are already eggs that have a mutation on them, so they're not going to be the best for getting a new mutation, but we'll hope for the best anyways. It doesn't look like we're getting anything. Well, probably what we'll end up doing is getting our basic rotation back. So anything at 265 is 2 mutations. We're really looking for Either 265, I guess, but we're really looking for 267 for a fresh mutation. So if you guys don't know that, every time you get a mutation, you get 2 levels with it. So since we're mixing 2 mutations into these already, they're going to come out at 265, and we're looking for 267 for anything with a 3rd mutation on it, which is what we want. I don't think we're going to get that lucky, though. But regardless, we'll be able to level up our Heather 2.0 by murderizing all of these. I really want to get a fully mutated RG. I've been a struggle for so long. If I do, I'm going to end up transferring it to the zoo and using it for the zoo because it's just been such a struggle getting the RG mutations. I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Yeah, it really doesn't seem to be in the cards. I really need an Oviraptor for our kibble farm. So perhaps maybe we'll do that in the live stream tomorrow, which will be yesterday for you guys. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be releasing this particular video. And hello, lag. Welcome back to Ark, where it lags all day, every day, and you just get used to it. I definitely need to get some paint. I want to paint this whole place. I want to make it pretty. Like, I've never done that before. I never really paint... Is that... That's a beak mutation. Is that a magenta beak? I think it is. So I know it's 265, so it's definitely got mutations. So yeah. Yeah, none of these have that. Or does this one have it? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm losing my mind. All right. Unclaimed dino. I thought it was an additional face mutation, but it's just taking on the color of everything else. Of course, I clicked it just a second too early. Man, we got so much stuff to do. I'm trying to catch up to all the Gaming Evolved people, so I've been pretty much on this server predominantly for like the past couple days. I did a couple zoo mutation videos today, so starting to get caught up on those as well. So expect that to come out soon. We did Diplodocus, which is probably going to come out after this video. Yes, we got Diplodocus coming. We got rhinos coming, and then some swamp creatures as well. Yeah, so we didn't get any mutations out of this. I'm just going to go ahead and murderize them and get some levels. All right, it was totally worth it. We used a damn cooking pot, but we did something amazing. Are you guys ready to see it? Oh my god, the bloom quality! Oh my Lanza. All right, we're just going to turn off bloom. I love bloom, but sometimes it's just too much. So we've got a farm fresh egg sign. It's pretty freaking great. I mean, it's amazing. Look at it. Just look at it. Thankfully, it's super cheap to make. It was only basically blacks and whites and sky coloring, so not too bad. Definitely gonna need to make that industrial cooker though, because it's gonna make life a little bit easier. Also, the sign's just a tad crooked, which is a little unfortunate. But we finally did it. It's complete. Our new breeding pen is 100% beautiful. Or not breeding. Well, it's a what is it? Kibble farm / breeding pen. It's amazing. Now, in retrospect, would have been much better to make it 3 walls high on each floor. But I was trying to conserve space, and I mean, it still works like this, but I have to take ceilings down to put things down at the bottom, and I just don't want to do that in the future. So for those of you that are watching, definitely make sure to make it 3 walls high. I'm going to leave a comment down below as well. I only made it 2 walls high because I was conserving height, because I didn't want to make it too big, just because it would be overwhelming. It would be way too overwhelming. And if you don't want an overwhelming structure, just leave it 2 walls high, and then you just have to delete the ceilings when you want to place something. Other than that, I mean, it's really not that bad. It could be a lot worse. Or just place your big dinos down first. I don't know. But 3 walls high for each level would definitely be ideal. Otherwise, it's pretty great. I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But that is all I've got for today's episode, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to share your support and smash that like button for me. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.